Going through some excruciating pain, man. I had to get this thing.
Oh, I'm finna help Drake. I'm finna help Drake out. Hey,
Light skin looking
welcome in to the Set Your Lineup podcast, episode 5. I am Gino of Bowtie Behavior. Check that show out when you can, if you can. And we got to my right.
It's gonna be what's up, going guys. Your boy Jay Will checking in with Set Your Lineup. Glad to be back this week.
Yo, it's your boy D.
Hold on, D. Hold on. Jay Will.
He made it. He made it.
Thank you for being here. Go ahead, DS.
Yo, it's your boy D, DSPN, checking in one time.
Yo, what up? You already know what time it is. Trigger Man Joe. I already got somebody in the crosshair that I need to deal with. Set your line up. Get ready.
Hey, yo, it's unpredictable. As like my boy Mystical say, I did what they thought I wasn't gonna do, and I'm gonna say what I thought they wasn't gonna say. It's unpredictable.
All right, what's up? This your boy Clutch, aka Domino. Let's go. Set Your Lineup podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop that. I like that podcast. Listen, that how money talk. When your wallet get too big, a podcast. Okay. Yeah.
That what that mean? Okay.
How was y'all week? Fellas?
Man, it's been a great week. Great week of hip hop. Just to throw that in there. It's been a great week of hip hop.
Well, the old school, they said it's rap. That ain't hip hop.
Man, that's a bunch of beats.
Hey, all I know is it's gonna be a lot of barbecues this summer because there's a lot of beef going around.
Hey, yo,
bar.
Oh,
No Diddy.
No doubt.
No Diddy. Hey,
no ESPN, Diddy. That was pretty impressive, man. I'm impressed by that.
Hey, yo.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
By those words.
Oh.
Y'all different today.
Yes, sir.
I ain't running from the law. Just child support.
Well, for me, it's been an outstanding week. You can't complain. To be on this side of glory is always an opportunity for you to be able to be a blessing to someone else. But unfortunately, yesterday, got a mail. Maybe it's not unfortunate. It's all good. A card was sent to my house, and inside the letter was repent. And that was it. No other details. I'm like, man, what's going on? But it is what it is.
It said repent?
Repent.
Oh, damn. It didn't have no bad boy label on it, did it?
No.
No Diddy.
Take that.
Might have been one of our listeners. That's I'm the trigger man. They telling me to repent. I've been killing some of y'all folks on this time.
You was over there in the mini mansions where you live. They used to send a little thing. They said repent, but then they got the little envelope where you can send something back. You know,
it was on the index card.
But don't. Well, hey, end of the regular season, NBA season. I know a lot of interest fell off the NBA when Jay Will got beat for the basketball championship in our fantasy league. But now it's going and you know college March Madness kind of take away from the interest in the NBA until playoff time. So now it is playoff time. We're gonna start with finals predictions. Jay Will, who you got making the NBA final?
Man, I'm gonna make it easy, short and sweet. We're gonna do Denver Nuggets versus Boston. I got Denver winning in Game 6.
Okay. What you got, DSPN?
If we're healthy,
Oh
Los
boy.
Los Angeles
If it was a
Clippers.
fifth,
If was a fifth, hey, we all speak hypothetically. But I got the LA Clippers, my boy Kawhi, PG, Brody, all of those guys versus Boston Clippers and Cell.
So we got two balls. What you got, Trigger Man?
Well, if you are an NBA fan, today is must watch TV. 81 games played, all 30 teams playing today. But on that note, Boston and the Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves. I
Wow.
think these guys young and hungry, even though they have inexperience. I think they have the type of length that's going to give Joker trouble, just like the Lakers did in the bubble when we threw Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, and McGee. So I think Minnesota going to take that blueprint and dethrone the champions. And I got Minnesota beating Boston Game 7. Too many light skin on the court for Boston.
So we know this one's gonna be different because we hold on. I'm gonna ask first. I'm predictable. Give me something predictable.
You know what?
Hey, yo.
Only because you opened
whoa,
your mouth originally, I was
Hey.
going to say Denver and Boston.
wow.
But you know what? If I was a betting man, which I'm not, because I'm too damn cheap to give my money away to any damn body. But I'm going to go on the limb and say this. Only because if I had to bet, I'm going to go on the limb and say the Phoenix Suns and the Philadelphia 76ers. Because one thing about
Indeed.
Philadelphia, Phoenix Suns, they all healthy and they got some gunners.
And there's your
Who
unpredictable
gonna win
answer.
it? Who gonna win it though? Who gonna win it
Oh,
between
Who
yeah.
those
will
two
win it
guys?
all? I'm gonna have to go with the Suns. I just think they got too much firepower, and I think what gets overlooked in this day and age of these lazy basketball play, I said it, is that nobody take the regular season serious. They do enough just to get in. No diddy.
No doubt.
Clutch, what you got?
This gonna hurt, but I gotta see it. I think I'm gonna go with the Thunder and the Sixers, and I got the Sixers in 5.
Last week you didn't know who Shea was, and you gonna take the Thunder?
I did research, boy.
Oh,
Oh, shots fired.
oh.
I
I
did
was
the
trying to figure
research.
it
So
out.
hey, yeah, that boy bad. And they're young and they're hungry,
Very young.
He
and
should
So you,
he,
I
he
think they're
should
gonna.
win. He should
I
win MVP. He'll get snubbed.
Shay?
I think the
No.
Thunder gonna go through and and 76 is gonna bring it home, man.
Mm.
In
So that's
5.
Indeed.
that's two picking the 76ers, I think. Yeah. And three picking Boston out of the East. So in this case, I'm picking.
The blind is leading the blind. The blind is leading the blind. The blind is leading the blind.
I'm following DSPN. So I'm picking Boston and Denver, and I'm picking
He
Boston.
said Clippers.
I said
No,
Clip.
okay, I understand that. I said with the Boston version.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
following Jay Will, but it's cool. It's
yeah.
all
Me and
good.
Jay Will got the same, but Jay Will, you got Denver winning, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Them
I
light
got
skinned
Boston.
guys can't do nothing with them boys.
I got Boston. Man, I'm so happy to have Jay Will back today, man. Hold on, let me. Wait, Mace told me to send you a message, man.
One thing you don't ever want to do is lose your girl to a light skinned nigga with gray eyes. You never gonna get her back.
Never
You
gonna
can
get
lose
it
her to a
back.
hood nigga, but a light skinned nigga with light eyes, ain't nothing you can do about that.
Classic, classic.
Yo, shout out to Mace checking in, man. But yeah, I hate to see it, but I think it's Boston time. I'd rather anybody y'all name rather win than Boston. But and my little odd thing was Clippers and Bucks, but that sounds crazy. Who y'all
Man,
think
Doc,
just had who y'all just had the craziest pick though? Was it
That OKC pick is crazy. I love OKC.
Yeah.
I really do like all the young talent and everything that they're doing, but that West is something different. The West
It's low
something
in the
different.
West.
This West, I don't think it's ever been a loaded West how it is right now.
Yeah. I think the Timberwolves pick was more odd than the
really?
No,
okay.
I can see the Timberwolves going.
You must ain't watched the Timberwolves.
Because
Yeah.
Ant-Man, because the Timberwolves actually got everything that you need. They got an enforcer. They got Cat with his athleticism at his size
And can shoot the three.
and can shoot. And Ant-Man
do it all.
Ant-Man saying, I want to be a two-way player and I want your best player and I'll take the last shot.
Yep. Dog.
But I
Great
think
dog.
I think something gonna happen this year. Somebody gonna win it that I never won it. I mean, they haven't won in a while. I think the Sixers. I think that might be a play. But
I would have picked the Sixers because I was high on them talking about Embiid, but Embiid tweaked his knee and had to leave the game, even though he came back the third quarter and played a couple of minutes. But that's just grueling how the playoffs are.
Yeah, you were high. You were high last week.
If he right, Boston in trouble.
No, you were high last week.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, but
stay off the weed.
But the way that these play-ins and these first round matchups set up, it's gonna be real interesting.
I like that. Speaking on the play-ins, let me we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something here. We're gonna try something. We're gonna try something right here. Let's try it.
Me? Man, we ain't missing the playoffs.
Yeah, you are, Steph. Y'all suck more than Space Jam 2.
Hey. Yeah, right, Pappy. We'll miss the playoffs when aliens take over the world.
Breaking news. We interrupt this skin flick you had casually playing in the background to inform you that aliens have arrived to take over the Earth.
Wimpy Earthians, your days are numbered. Pray to your gods and make sports picks on the sleeper app to win money while you still can. I'd suggest using code RIOT to get the $500 deposit match. Say your prayers.
Oh, Lord. That deposit match with sleeper's a pretty good deal.
So, y'all saw that?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did.
Hey, we getting high
I
tech
can't
around
unsee what I done seen. I can't unsee it, you know.
We getting high tech around here, sir.
Do your thing.
Yeah. So, with that being said, unpredictable brought to our attention that this will be the first time in this era that KD, LeBron, and Steph all won't make the playoffs.
Pretty much.
Very true.
You know who I'm rooting for to miss it.
Hey, and it's a great first round matchup because I see the Suns beating the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it really, I think the Kings can beat the Lakers too. So
oh no.
LeBron and Steph might be at the house. Man, I told you Sabonis is gonna do what he do against AD when he do it.
Well, bring all the smoke. If the Kings play the Lakers, I'm your man.
All I know is 10
I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers too.
Hey,
I'm taking Kings.
Sabonis is 10-0.
I love it. Not in playoffs though.
The youth movement is starting to take change. You start to see out with the old and with the new. No matter how much you put into your body, all $1 million. I would like to know what's in that $1 million that you're putting into it. But other than that, it's over.
I disagree. Disagree.
It's gonna be a little different because I think Joe and somebody else touched on it earlier. You got those. I think it was you, Clutch. You got those young guns. You got the You got the one in Minnesota. You got they hungry. You got Sacramento. They still young and hungry. And right now, and that young man in OKC. If I'm the Clippers right now, I'll be slapping myself every single day because and that goes to show, hey, one team's balloon is another team's steak, and you just got to wait for it to finish. But these young boys are hungry and they running like deers.
Hey, shout out to that. Shout out to Luka dropping about 75 the other night or whatever he did, and me being a part-time Atlanta Hawks fan, I can't. It's I don't want to say it's hard, but it is.
It's difficult.
Thank you, sir. It's difficult to watch Luka go off like that, knowing that we had him.
So Gino, let me ask you a question because I didn't see the game. I just happened to see the stat line when you posted. Like, was it efficient or was he just jacking it up? Or like what was really going on?
I don't know what he was jacking up.
Because I guess the reason why I asked because when Kobe scored 81 on Jalen Rose, Jalen did say he tried to injure the man. I'm like, do y'all just let the people keep on jacking it up? I mean, I guess sometimes like where's your pride? Jalen Rose did say that on TV that he finally came clean. All right. So I guess for me, he might beat me. But you can't set no record on me without getting hurt.
Y'all freaky today.
War stories.
You just ain't gonna let them jack it up in your face, Seal.
No, I don't know. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Hey.
No Diddy.
Back to the play-ins.
Hey. I guess with this, even with the play with this NBA, at what point when a man is embarrassing you, I got to go home to my family. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll get 6 fouls before you get 36 on me.
Facts.
At least I can say I fouled out.
Yeah, like Draymond quit the game, but just get thrown out to quit.
Or be like LeBron, walk off the court a little early.
Yeah,
we can't leave.
But you know what? Yeah, but. Hey, back to what we were saying. This is going to be an interesting playoffs because you got 3. I mean, they're not the best right now, but they're probably your 3 marquee names. It's almost like you got these chapters starting to close and these books opening up. So it's going to be interesting with the ratings once we start seeing those dominoes falls with certain, names that's out there, even though Phoenix going all the way.
And I mean, hey, the play-in tournament is set despite what goes on today. The play-in teams are set. Now, the teams that are in the playoffs, like, they record a change in seeding due to them winning or losing, but the play-in is set. You got the Kings versus Warriors and the Suns versus Lakers. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the other side, you got the Bulls versus the Hawks and the Sixers versus the Heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
and you know what Jimmy do.
Yeah, I got a sleeper coming out the West, though, if y'all don't mind me.
The why girl.
Go ahead, Clutch. Who you got a sleeper?
I ain't gonna say they're a sleeper, but if things don't work out, I think the Pelicans got a good chance to slide up in there. Slide up in there.
The West. You got the Pelicans coming out the West.
As a sleeper, man. As a sleeper.
Okay.
Man, Clutch, I'm a Pels fan. I don't see that happening.
Me,
I'm a season ticket holder.
Brandon Ingram back today though.
Yeah, he come back today.
So is the NBA shop open today too? We know where Zion gonna be.
Uh-huh. And I got the Pacers at the East as a sleeper.
I like the Pacers.
No defense.
All offense though.
Yeah.
They were
That's the
shooting, they
name
were
of the
jacking
game.
it up.
Go. That's the name of the game. Score more points than the other team.
They don't rebound well either. No rebound, no rings.
That's why they're a sleeper, man. Come on. Anything
Hey.
like KG said, anything is possible.
Oh, the Lakers is LeBron playing today?
No.
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 Like I said, the play-ins are already set. So
Man.
I seen Embiid out today.
The seeding? You talking about the seeding too?
Yeah, well, I'm saying for the play-in, those seedings are already set. There's no reason for
it's
them to
locked
play.
in.
And because I seen Steph Curry, he's out today. Draymond Green, he's out. I want to say I seen KD, Embiid, some more of the stars out, so they'll be resting, getting ready.
Well, go ahead.
But for the playoffs, I think
Yeah.
15 out of the 20 teams, the seeding is up for grabs.
Now for the playoffs, or like right now, let me see. We need Orlando needs a win because they could easily fall out of the playoffs if they lose. And they done smoked Milwaukee 101-77. So Orlando is in the playoffs. I don't know the last time we said that, but Orlando is in the playoffs.
That's awesome.
And they are like, let me not lie, they the 5th seed.
I think they're the 5th.
Who Milwaukee play in the first round?
Milwaukee is the number 2 seed. It may change
even after the loss.
It's gonna change. Like I said, the seeding inside the inside the playoffs it changes.
The Heat are the Sixers.
So y'all gotta listen to me. Milwaukee is not number 2 anymore.
Okay.
The inside of the playoffs are changing because Milwaukee lost, so they're gonna fall no further than number 4.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I gotta get the drop for that, man. That boy good. That boy good. I gotta get that for DSN.
Hey, too bad Doc Rivers not.
Yeah, they're gonna do the first round.
Doc. Yeah, you know Doc is one of the most choking head coaches.
Doc can go.
Say what? He the what?
No duty.
He what?
He a choke artist.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Hey,
no diddy.
He a Latrell Sprewell.
Yo. But you said LeBron out today. But LeBron has played enough games so that he could be named first team NBA. He done played enough games, right, DSPN?
What was that?
I said LeBron's out today, but he's played enough games due to the new rules about you had to play a certain amount of games to get the postseason awards.
Got to play 65.
You got to play 65.
Yeah,
he played 65. I'm
yeah,
about 85, 90%.
Yeah, so he can sit out today because he can't. He does have the ability to be named NBA first team.
He ain't on my first or second.
Well, Triggerman Joe, what
and
do
I'm
you got?
a Laker fan.
Joe, Triggerman Joe. Yeah, you a Bama fan too. You talk crazy about Bama, crazy about the Lakers. I don't know. Yeah,
I keep it real. I ain't blind.
You think you heard Street? You think you heard Street?
No, I'm better than him.
Heard Street had to move though. Keep on talking bad about Bama.
I'm still here, man. I'm still welcome on the West Side. You know, arms wide open. My man should always be able to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Hey man, I was hoping LeBron played because he was 10 missed shots away from being the all-time leader in missed shots. So he escaped that one.
I thought he already eclipsed that, right?
No, he was 10 shots away, but I know he got the all-time record for the most shot attempts.
Then that's fascination, right?
Over Kobe?
Yes, he's beyond Kobe. He's past Kobe already.
Ooh.
I'm predicting
all NBA.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm predicting. When is my birthday?
Let me see. Freaknik took place in March of '95. So if you carry the 1, Tim, I would say January.
No, it's June. And you,
I was close.
I'm supposed to be your son. I'm supposed to be your son, and you know more about LeBron's stats than my birthday.
You know what? Every day I open my timeline, I see all this stuff about LeBron. Come on now, man. Y'all At some point, you got to let it go. First of all, you got to be real, right? The man can still jump 44 inches and he's 30 pounds heavier 20 years later. I'm going to go leave that right there. That's enough. Right? Then they talking about he a pass first. Man, you got the most shots to attempts in NBA history. How you passing first?
Well, we sure he ain't on your first team or second team. Joe, what you got for your
he ain't on my 15.
NBA
NBA first team. The two guards I have is number one, Luka Doncic, shake your booty, SGA. At the forward position, I got Greek Freak, and I got Anthony Davis, aka Glass Man. He really has exceeded everybody's expectation this year. And in the center spot, we got Joel
Embiid.
No, Joker. Embiid didn't play enough games.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Yeah. Second team, I got that killer from Minnesota, Edwards. And I got Jalen Brunson from New York. He's been a dog this year. He's been carrying New York on his back. And they hadn't had a guy like him since Patrick Ewing. They've been craving and the boy finna make some more money. Finna tell that contract he got and get some more money. I had to throw light skin in there. I didn't want to, but he's the best player on the best team. Jason Tatum. I ain't gonna say anything else about that. The other forward position, it was a debate between Zion and Kawhi. Kawhi faded down the stretch, so I got to give it to Zion. Averaged 26, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Nobody thought he'd be playing this many games. He finished the season strong. He averaging those many points and can't shoot the 3. That's amazing in today's league. Shout out to Zion. In the center position, even though he's a rookie, got to give it to Wemby. He's an alien.
Is Wemby allowed?
That's not proof. It's still debatable. But it's a good piece.
Why wouldn't he be allowed? Rookies can't get all NBA?
Just ask.
Yeah, they can.
That's a good question, though. I don't know the answer to it, but I would think they would be excluded because they're rookies, but I don't know.
That was a pretty good list. It's a little weird stuff in there. When we do it,
pretty good and weird.
No, you cannot. Rookies are named to the all rookie team, so Wemby cannot make it.
Yes, you look that up.
Yeah,
that boy good. That
boy
ESPN.
Center. What's another center I can replace Wemby with?
I got you.
I know who I got on mine.
I might have to go Rudy Gobert.
What?
You go Rudy.
Yeah.
You go ahead and go Rudy.
Who's the other center?
So
you don't want to hear his name, baby.
No.
You don't want to hear his name. Sabonis.
That's my boy.
If he was a mechanic, I wouldn't let him work on my used bicycle.
Well, he need. I bet. Yeah, shoot, I told you he 10-0 against AD. That's enough to make a man fight.
He ain't a power forward.
Nah, he's center.
He's center.
Yeah, it got to go to him then.
But the NBA first team is positionless now, so it does not matter if you name all 5 of them centers. They just first team.
Crazy.
It don't go crazy. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and all that no more.
Boy. All right, who next? I hear crickets going. I want the crickets out through the show now.
I got you. My first team picks. The first 2 are easy. Luka and
hold on, D, my bad. Hold on. Because you got a lot to prove. Yo, that's crazy. Y'all say them in an order, and we can get it in a minute. You get what I'm saying? We can clip.
I got.
I need you got some points to earn, young man. So go ahead.
I got you. First team, I got Shy and Luka. Them top 2, easy. Next, I got Tatum and Joker. And then I'm going with Ant-Man for my first team.
Okay.
Second team, I got Brunson, Giannis, AD, Bron, and Kawhi.
Oh, that's crazy. We'll jump back on that and discuss Paul. Who next?
Cut.
I can go next.
Go ahead.
Okay, my list. First team, I got obviously like everybody else been saying, Luka, Shea, Big Joker. You got to go Giannis, and I got JT to smooth things out. Second team, I got LeBron, Bronson, AD, Sabonis, and then I also have Kawhi to end things out.
No Steph Curry.
All right, I go next. I got it seems like me and Jay Will been on the same page.
Light skin complex.
I got SGA,
Can't help it.
SGA, Luka, Joker, Giannis, and Tatum. And on my second team, I got Jalen Brunson, AD, Ant-Man, KD, Sabonis, and Halliburton.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
Halliburton?
Oh. Yeah, I love Halliburton.
He was blazing. He faded.
I love Halliburton, but I got him at 13.
I got Jalen Brunson. On my second time, I got Jalen Brunson, AD, Ant-Man, KD, Sabonis.
I'm glad y'all giving Brunson some love, man. Boy,
and Halliburton.
He had a scary injury, like he was gonna be out for a long time. Man, so I'm a dog. I'm back in here 3 games, 3 games. I'm back in the house.
I like the way y'all let me pick 6 on them.
You're right, Joe. I know 2 people who play for the Lakers that would never do that.
Well, give me your list, Mr. Unpredictable.
Oh man. In my backcourt, I got Luka and Ant-Man. I can't do it. I can't pass up Ant-Man. Can't do it.
This man passed up Shay.
Yes, I did. Shay for Ant. I couldn't do it. In the backcourt, I got the Joker, I got Tatum, and I got Greek Freak. Got to stay consistent with that. But Joe, I'll be honest with you, it's been tough. But I guess I looked at the culture of OKC. Even though a lot transpired, they always had a good culture, and they kept building and building. But Minnesota, after the KG era, it's just been, I don't know,
a wasteland.
Yeah, a wasteland. And I'm not saying he had it easier, but most times, Minnesota has been a good fertile, what they call it, minor league for the NBA, so they can go ahead and trade. Now for my second team, that's why I got Shea, and I got the light-skinned guy that looks just like Gino once he retired and start eating. Then I got in my backcourt, don't have LeBron, can't do it, but I got AD. He earned my respect this year. He played like the AD back in New Orleans when he had something to prove. I got KD. Oh, and I got that bad man from overseas, Sabonis. Bad man. Ask his daddy.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn then, huh? All right. I got Luka and SGA. I got LeBron and Jason Tatum.
Your first?
First team?
First team. I got LeBron and Jason Tatum, and I got the Joker in the middle. Mm-hmm. Second team, I got AD, Zion, Bronson, Ant-Man, and Sabonis.
Garbage. Trash.
Sabonis.
When you open the garbage can and you see that garbage can juice at the bottom.
You chose Sabonis last year in your fantasy basketball team, didn't you?
I don't play fantasy basketball.
All right.
You ain't got to you already know.
Just to give y'all the background on why Joe dislikes Sabonis so much. He chose him last year in fantasy basketball, and he didn't do enough for him.
Oh, he chose him this season, right?
No, last season. The season before this one.
He would never be on my team again.
He trading him to me or something?
No. They talking about two different leagues. Gotta be because I remember you had him last year.
Two seasons ago. 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
He usually follow behind me though.
Yeah. Who called?
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
And I respect your intellect. I respect your mind. But if I'm not mistaken, both AD and LeBron played 70 games, or close to 70 games. I got to check with AD. I don't know if I could put an 8th seed and have 2 people on the first team all NBA when you probably supposed to be the best 2 in the league and you're an 8th seed.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
It's hard. It's hard to put 2 of them.
I mean, if we weren't political, I would make them 3rd team NBA, but they won't do that to LeBron legacy.
Yeah, I guess that to me, and I brought this up in the conversation, how they talked about Jordan and where he finished when he played. And when you look at Jordan's stats at 39, LeBron, I think Jordan had 23, 5, and 6, but he was a 10th seed. LeBron was 1 game away from being a 10th seed, but you got 25, 7, and 8 with AD posting double-doubles only to be an 8th seed. To me, I got to get more out of you. I do. It's hard to put an 8th seed with 2 people.
I mean, LeBron has made some improvements this year, and one being that 3-point shot. I mean, he's like I said, he's shooting 47 point some percent from the
shoot what?
43. I can't remember. He's shooting in the 40s.
I can't believe that. No way.
You can't. I got it right here. Hold on.
Look it up.
You know they got magnets in the basketball.
Oh,
allegedly.
Allegedly. There we go.
Hey, while we on it, I just look.
Do you need white man paperwork? Lord have mercy.
He's shooting 41.3 from the 3-point line.
Tell him. You need. Hey,
41. LeBron is shooting 41.3 from the 3-point line this year.
Wow.
Last year he was 30, 31, 32, something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, he's improved.
What he shooting from the free throw? What he shooting from the free throw line?
Free throws, he is.
We ain't talking about that.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
First of all, when Clutch said it, I believed it.
Do you need white man paperwork?
Let's just take a moment. Let's just take a moment. Knicks, Chicago tied 109, 13.9 seconds left. New York win. They go to number 2. I guess I give y'all a play-by-play with Da Vinci taking the ball out, looking for Brunson. 13, 12, bringing it to the top. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4. Lose the ball. Gets it back. Hostess is up.
No good.
Overtime.
OT.
Somebody said you're a better announcer than you is a bookie.
Who is this kid, Da Vinci? Who is that?
He put on BMF, man.
The one from
I thought it was Devachenko. Dante Devachenko.
You can't say it either. So him. Gonna try to take me and you
the light skinned shooter. That's what that
is. Yeah. Hey, I like how y'all just rolled over my LeBron stats, but it's okay,
No, I was gonna comment on that, Clutch.
And see, 53% from the field. I mean,
well,
come on, man. You got to get a man props, man. At 39 years old, man, he deserved to be on the first team, and plus he's the face of the league.
Just because you 50 years old and you taking steroids don't mean you deserve anything.
Allegedly.
All right.
Clutch. Let me tell you why I'm not saying LeBron shouldn't be on one of them, even though he's not on none of mine, but that's another story. But you got 2 Lakers on the first and second team, and he's having a career year, and they won 4 more games this year compared to last year. But when I looked at Shea and I looked at Ant-Man, even though it was close, they're both having career years, but they went from 40 and 42 wins to 56. So they had career years, and their teams won 14 more games than last year. LeBron with AD, we forget about that, who played just about all his games compared to last year, and they only won 5. To me, those stats are kind of misleading. Like,
but let me.
I watched the game. He made 9 threes.
You answered your own question.
Hmm?
You answered
What's
your
that?
own question.
What's that?
Because the game is about what? You know, like you said, out with the old, in with the new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 39 years old. Okay, you know, they got a few more wins this season. You know, but these boys got them young legs, man. Come on.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm gonna be honest right here. You know, there was it was a show on I think it was on Lifetime, Surviving R. Kelly.
Hey, we ain't talking about no Lifetime.
If the Lakers can survive the play-in, we're going to be a trouble in the playoffs, because the team we have is not built as a regular season team. If you got to beat the Lakers 4 out of 7, you're going to have issues dealing with LeBron and AD.
Man, I can say about the Lifetime now.
That might be true, but I guess what I'm saying is this:
went to the Western
you had career. See, for example, Clutch, you play sports. You still try to stay in shape so them young boys won't wrestle you down to the ground. No Diddy, right? You're not gonna say, well, I'm 50-something years old and I'm still doing this. Because you know what you're gonna tell that young boy? Try me if you want to. You're not gonna bring up your age. So I don't care how old you are. If you playing, you playing. You know, the old me before I had real morals. If I saw a woman on the court, I was gonna run over her too. I wouldn't do that now because I'm a gentleman. But at the end of the day, I don't care about your age. If you on the court, you playing. And if you're trying to play at a high level and you're not on that retirement level, I'm not giving you a pass because you're 39. I don't care if you was 39, 29, and 19.
Let me ask you a question. Unpredictable.
Go ahead.
Is LeBron still playing at a high level?
He is.
No brainer.
He is.
But the league is softest tissue. This is the softest the league has ever been in the last 10 years. Soft.
Okay, but I'm addressing the LeBron issue. Okay, he's still playing at a high level. Forget his age. Give me. I mean, I know you ain't gonna include him.
Mm-hmm.
And we did this a while back. And I know he wasn't in your top 5. I don't know. I can't remember who your top 5 NBA players were.
15.
Was he in? Top 15?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that man's
top
funny,
15.
That man is funny.
So if you had to choose between LeBron James and let's just say
Jason Tatum.
I can't even compare him to nobody because the man is that good. Who I mean,
all right. I'm gonna say Jason Tatum.
You would pick Jason Tatum over LeBron.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
I'll take that.
Watch this. Stats are misleading. Because if I told you right now that Dirk scored more points than Jordan, or Karl Malone scored at one point, had more points than LeBron, we still wouldn't put Karl Malone over LeBron, and we wouldn't put Dirk over, we'll say, Jordan. So because I look at it like this. You're putting stats up, but how is it equating to wins? Because we saw Jordan putting up 37 as a rookie, but they only won 33. So the stats look good, but is it equating to winning? Because when I look at LeBron in the Lakers uniform, people say COVID didn't matter, but it did, because you take away the COVID year, they've been either out the playoffs or a playing team every single year. The one year they did well was when nobody wanted to play with him.
And so let's not forget.
He's been putting up stats.
And let's not forget to add to that, LeBron was so proud of the play-in tournament because it gave them a chance for whatever was going on. But
they
next year,
for him.
But next year, when he was in the play-in, he asked, "Who created this? Why are we even doing this?" So let's not forget that snippet.
All right, that's the last.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jordan, a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, a dog, right?
Yes.
Sims, you're gonna like this. LeBron is a puppy.
Yep.
But I
Okay.
like it.
There we go.
We can leave with that?
We can leave it with that.
Okay.
You ain't finna J. Cole LeBron, but okay. LeBron get that. LeBron get things done. Hey, all right. Last of the basketball. Do y'all like the play-in tournament? Do y'all agree with it? Yes or no?
I love the play-in tournament. It makes it exciting.
Let me tell you why I don't like the play-in.
Hold on, Jay Will, what you got? Because we got.
Man, I like it, man. I'm with DSP, I like it. It gives a different perspective to the game.
I like it too.
At the bottom, they used to back when it wasn't no 3-point lines and stuff like that.
Civil War. Look at them.
Listen, I don't like the play-in tournament because it's just like giving these kids participation trophies.
No,
you participated in the whole season, and now you get another chance to. Nah, man, man, forget.
Well, I think we take it the wrong way. The play-in tournament really, to me, looks at because the records are pretty much the same once you get 7 through 10. They're pretty close. So it's basically like you playing for your tiebreaker instead of they just giving you more wins or trying to see who had a better win. You know, like how college football love to put Alabama in now, but that's something different.
And
that's that young school shit.
Extra revenue.
Hey,
bottom line,
money. Let me tell you why I don't like it. It might be extra revenue, but today we got KD. We're gonna put respect on him. We got the Lakers. We are now. I'm gonna give respect to LeBron and AD as players. I'm not saying that they deserve both should be on the team. You got Curry, Draymond, and Clay, and we got games today. And the play-in has afforded those teams to discount the regular season, so there's nothing to fight for. They just kick back, relax. For all we know, it's like the intensity is gone. And that's why I really don't watch the regular season because it's boring. And that's what the NBA is realizing.
But a lot of people don't watch the play-ins.
How can you say the intensity gone when it's a one and done game? Either you win and end, or you lose and you out.
Elimination.
No, we're talking about today. If I had just like Jay Will said, he a season ticket holder. He didn't buy that ticket to watch these people on the bench. He bought the ticket so they could watch them play. See, my problem with the NBA is this: when I go to an NBA game, pay my money, I don't want LeBron to juggle, sing the national anthem. I don't even want him to perform at halftime. I expect him to do his job, but just play basketball. You gave him a day off. Today is a waste of time.
And I understand that. So
that's why he gets to be the GOAT.
But this week gonna be fire, bro.
He'll never be the GOAT.
In the 90s, it was teams to set out the last day. I mean, that's why fantasy ends are early.
You know how many 82 game season Jordan laid?
I mean, me personally, and this is not speaking to anyone else, but when I have been to an NBA game, which I try to go at least every other year, something like that, I wait for the playoffs because I know your stars out there and the other team stars out there, and I can see and get my money. Because I've been to what there was game 4 OKC Houston, game 3 LeBron versus the Pacers. I go to the games where I know I'm finna see them out there.
Well, I guess
LeBron. He said LeBron James versus the Pacers, but this disrespect the Bosh and Wade.
No, this was when he was with Cleveland when LeBron ain't have nothing else out there. When Paul George was the dog and was transcending.
Roy Gilbert and Stevenson, David West.
Yeah.
That group right now.
I guess I look at it from this standpoint. I know you were talking about the Knicks and the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
The Knicks are fighting for a better playoff seeding, right?
Yes. Right now.
But the Bulls don't have nothing to play for. It's typically because they're already in. But then it's almost like if I'm a team that needs to get in and I'm hoping that the Bulls beat the Knicks or whatever it is, the intensity is usually gone. So now your best players are not playing today on a Sunday where we could be getting together and watching the game, and that's what's making the game irrelevant.
So I got you. But Chicago is playing all their players today. Whether they lose or win, they don't change their seeding, but they are all playing and they competing right now.
Yeah. But see, when you got those veterans, like, let's just say hypothetically, let's say this is LeBron last year. As much as I like to rag on LeBron, and as much as I like to talk about Nick Saban, I like to see them competing because I still want to see the best play, the best. Now, do I think LSU will beat Bama the next 5 years? Yes. But I'm going to say this honestly. It's not the same if it ain't Nick Saban. Now, I'm going to still brag just to talk about people. But what if this is LeBron's last year? And because we allowed him to give up at the end, just say, oh, well, I'm not going to play these many games, and then he don't win in the play-in, it's over with. So sometimes instead of him playing that one more game in the play-in, he has opportunity to play 7 more games in the first round.
Man, you sound
Give him something to play for.
All right.
I got
we done with that because the play-in game gonna be lit next week. So we
I ain't watch that either.
Not next week. Tomorrow.
Nobody watching no stuff.
You got another movie covered it. Cancer murders OJ. With that, likely because earlier in life, while he did win the Heisman Trophy,
hold on, y'all. I'm doing good.
Dead. Is dead at the age of 76, or as the Drudge Report covered it, cancer murders OJ. With that, likely because earlier in life, while he did win the Heisman Trophy for USC and he played for the Buffalo Bills, OJ's most well known for standing trial for the double murder of his ex-wife and her friend, which is also why we've seen drastically different reactions to his death, with many making jokes or rejoicing in it, saying R.I.P., rest in piss, whereas others have called those people disgusting and saying they choose to remember OJ for other things. Which is why I gotta ask, where do you land on this?
Shout out to last night a DJ saved my life.
Yeah. We doing some things here.
Shout out to the juice, man. Shout out to the juice, man.
Yeah, shout out, a special shout out to Cameron and Mace for giving OJ a platform on their show to kind of humanize himself before he left us. Anybody got any comments on OJ or Clutch? What did you have? Unpredictably, you had something?
Yeah. I think sometimes in society, especially what I call studio gangsters back in my days, but social media thugs, they could type that keyboard, all day. I don't know if he did it or not, right? We don't know. But one thing about the justice system, I know with minorities, it's not always in our favor, but that's what we have. And I look at it like this: if they say he was not guilty, the same way they said George Zimmerman was not guilty, the same way they say originally the police that beat Rodney King was not guilty. Once you're not guilty, to me, why are we still putting the stigma on somebody who was found not guilty? So to me, the Nicole and Ryan Goldman family, if they should be pissed every day of their life because that was their family members and they truly believe it. But when I look at people like Doug Gottlieb or whatever is how to pronounce his name, he's angry, but he was 18 years old. How do you rationalize to be so angry at a person when you're getting ready to go to college on a basketball scholarship, living your best life? So to me, my thing is, I think Ryan Clark said it best. Shout out to New Orleans, West Bank, Shaw, even though we went to Etna. But
he's a bum.
We don't have to. We don't have to. I'm not saying that we celebrate him in death, but we don't have to just rake the coals over him because there's been people that did a whole lot worse. And to me, if you're that family member, you have a right to feel that way. But I was 17 years old. I didn't even know the impact of OJ. So what? To me, some people that I'm looking at, if you're 50 and younger, you didn't know that. You really didn't understand what was going on. So why you have so much hatred for a man who was not guilty when we know George Zimmerman? I heard the tape. I heard the police dispatcher say, do not follow him. That means he disobeyed the words of the police. And the young man lost his life. And we don't say nothing about this person, but yet we still raking this man through the coals to the point that we just hate him. I don't hate him. I don't like him. I just don't even know him. It's just not even that prevalent to me.
Yeah, great Great speech. Clutch, you got anything?
I mean, you can't, and plus you can't dismiss the man's, the man's career. You understand what I'm saying? You can't dismiss his career because he did some things. He was the first to do some things. I mean, I just give you a couple of his stats. His biggest game was against Detroit, Thanksgiving, November 25th, 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was one of his greatest games in the NFL. I mean, and the game he had against UCLA, I'm sorry, when he had the 64-yard touchdown. As a junior, I mean, he was in the Heisman running then. I don't know if he won it that year, but the man was a dog, man. He was a dog. So you can't dismiss what he did, regardless of what he was accused of. So I think our society needs to we all need to change.
Yeah. Jay Will, do you know who O.J. Simpson is?
I talked to my grandma about it. She told me he was pretty good. But yeah, I know who O.J. Simpson is. Obviously I wasn't there to see him play live back in I think the 70s. Like I said, my parents weren't born until 75 and 73, so I wasn't around to see it, but I do know who he is.
Yeah, the 1900s. He played in the 1900s.
Unpredictable. What you doing over there? What you adding up?
I was counting your age compared to your parents. Carry the one.
Hey, man, try to prom baby you, man. But look, I remember I was in the 6th grade when the verdict was dropped. I remember when the Bronco chase was. I was my mama was watching the Knicks versus the Rockets.
Yeah,
she was watching the Knicks and the Rockets playoffs. So I was watching it too. And that happened. I didn't think never it wasn't nothing major. But
what happened?
The Bronco chase.
What happened?
They were chasing a black man in a white Bronco.
They interrupted the finals and put the chase on TV in the midst of the NBA finals.
Yeah,
but Jordan wasn't playing. That's all.
Yeah, I was in the 6th grade, man. I didn't understand like how big it was
Yeah.
until like I was furthermore saying until the verdict.
TV. In my opinion.
Right. And until the verdict was read, I was in a 6th grade classroom. So I might have been in the 5th grade when it happened. But the verdict was read. I was in the 6th grade classroom. And my teacher, all the teachers had it on. And my teacher was so upset when the verdict was read. And I was young. It was like, hey, she mad. So that's the kind of understanding I had from it until
But if you look at it too, I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
As many black men have been wrongly convicted throughout our history, even if he did it, law averages say you just can't keep doing what you're doing to us and think it ain't gonna flip to the other side. But I regress. Continue. I'll let you finish your
No, I was done.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I remember
speak to
they showed like a classroom of black kids that was watching, and they erupted in praise, like, man, we finally got one to go our way or whatever. It's sad.
But at the end of the day, OJ wasn't black. OJ was OJ. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Jay-Z.
But you know what, Gino?
What up?
I'll say this, and I have my one serious moment. What you identify is it doesn't matter. We know what you are, and so whether you claim something or not, to me, a lot of times we make a big deal about it. because if let's just say Obama didn't claim black, when he goes over to when he was president, he goes over to these foreign countries, he's black. So regardless of what you want to claim, whether you're black or not or whoever, that's just your personal preference. I don't get into people personal preferences, but and whether or not he did it or not, I don't know. They say not guilty. And so to me, I'll say this. I was in 12th grade when it happened. So, I had you at 6 years old. But I can remember just looking at it from a different standpoint of just the hatred that he had for what some of my students, because my school was half and half. But to me, in America, for a black man to allegedly kill 2 white people with a black lawyer and get off, that's a lot to say that he was guilty, because that just doesn't happen, period. It doesn't happen at all. And we still live in America where they have to go back and retry people like the people from the Ahmaud Berry case or whatever. But I just don't see a black man killing 2 white people allegedly with a black lawyer winning and say that he's still guilty. It's just hard for me to believe that part.
Facts, and we're years away from that. Like I said, I was in the 5th, 6th grade, and I'll be 40 this year. Covering people's deaths and like the video we watched, covering people's deaths and people still having like hatred and then we have to come in and show that these headlines aren't right.
Yeah.
Like Kobe, when they tried to speak on Kobe after his death, the stuff got outlandish. And shout out to Gayle King, but stuff got people weren't playing, and we had to start protecting these people's legacies. When they do pass. But OJ, to me, he I remember seeing him run through Enterprise airports or whatever.
Hurts.
Okay. But yeah,
shout out to the old heads on the podcast.
I saw him, doing that, and saw how he really commercialized the position of a football player. Him and him being in movies, him and what's his name? Y'all hit me.
Naked Gun.
The Broncos. I mean the Browns running back.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, and how they really took the athletic football player and brought that to the big screen or whatever. So let's check this out real quick. This is our last video.
Man, before you go, Gino, can I say one last comment?
Okay, I've never told any secret. All right, this is on ESPN Plus, so no one watches.
No one watches
anyway.
it. Okay, no one watches. So my grandmother bought it.
Time out. You said you didn't get your take on OJ?
Yeah, man. You going boo-boo on me?
Yeah, you skipped him.
Well, go ahead. What you got to say, man? Was you there? You look like that was driving.
Hey, it could be. Hey, I'll never tell. But O.J. Simpson, man, the juice was on top of the world. Heisman Trophy at USC. Ultimately, he's still the king of the 2,000 yards, because back in those days they was only playing 14 games
instead of 16. Yeah. Yep.
So he averaged 143 yards per game in 1973. He averaged 6 yards per carry. And Jim Brown was a full 10 yards per game behind him. Now, Eric Dickerson ran for 21.05 in 1983. But still, OJ did it. The only one did it in 14 games. He's the king. You hinted on it. He had a movie career. He had the Hearst commercial. Unfortunately, his legacy has been tarnished by him being accused and acquitted of the double murder. That's unfortunately. But when someone leaves this world, we shouldn't be pissing on their grave or just with all this negative heat and energy, man. Just especially supposed to be a nation that's built on God. one nation under God, however said in the pledge or whatnot. So we just throw Christianity and our love for God out the window and just do what we want to do to somebody who's not here to defend themselves. That's trash. But God bless them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really think that the Bronco chase ushered in today's reality TV, and so much
Man, what
money
are
is
you
being made.
doing? What are you? Hey, Clint, you all right?
Like
you in the nature, huh?
That's not me.
Pause.
It's in my ear. That ain't you.
Whoa, no Diddy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey, Joe, what they say? Either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah, shout out to Drake. Shout out to Drake.
That was actually on Batman. Return.
I'm saying that's happening to Drake right now. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care about that light skinned dude, man. Get out of here.
Okay. All right.
Light skin went out with LB Shore.
Okay.
Who was that?
I mean, who was that?
His son and did a house. Yeah.
R&B singer of the early 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to Google that.
Shout out to
Diddy almost killed that man. Put that man in a coma. Allegedly.
Shout out to the light skin hate, man.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Oh, Martin, what? Listen.
Damn, Gina.
You dare shoot at the trigger, man? You dare shoot at the trigger, man?
Hey, check this video out, man.
You got it in class today, though.
Hold on. Huh?
Already seen that one.
No, we did. Hirsch, man.
Let's set the record straight.
Okay.
What is the true story behind the gold trans A&M?
Okay. I've never told any secret.
All right. Hey, this is on ESPN Plus, so no one watches
No one
this
watches
anyway.
it. Okay, no one. So my grandmother bought it. Just like I said, my grandmother bought the Trans Am. That was it. I mean, the NCAA, they investigated me for months. They couldn't disprove it. She had the money for it. That's the story I'm sticking with.
Did SMU buy you a boat?
Oh my God! Why y'all be getting this stuff from? No, I wouldn't make that kind of money.
That kind of money.
You know, we had a few handshakes with a few things in it.
So, D, who was that? Those two people?
D ain't here.
I mean, Jay Will. I'm sorry.
Who was
Don't hurt
who
yourself.
them two people?
Yeah, don't hurt yourself, boy.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all answer that for me.
Wow.
You don't know one of them?
You don't know who the white boy is?
Yeah, of course. I don't know who the other guy is.
What's his name?
He looked like D without the dreads.
Who's the white guy?
Wasn't that I can't call his name right. That wasn't Manny.
No.
Yeah, it was Manny.
No. What?
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
His brother played for the Broncos, brought y'all last Super Bowl.
I know that was Eli.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
that was Eli. Now, I can't tell you who the player from SMU was. I have no idea.
Dickerson.
That was Tony Dorsett.
That was no Tony Dorsett.
Hey, I knew I was joking.
That was Eric Dickerson.
Hey, yep.
SMU got put on the death penalty after they left college.
Facts. And so
played running back in the backfield with, I don't know, forgot his name myself now.
Clark.
Craig James.
Craig James. That's exactly who it was. Pony Express.
So D, I mean Jay Will, where D at?
Well,
We got the transcripts coming.
Well, D was sponsored by DirecTV. Or he need to be to keep the internet up. DirecTV, he needs a sponsor.
I think he's doing daddy duties, but he need to be back for the trash picks. So we didn't have them last week.
Change the diaper while you on here.
Hey. Jay Will, that was Eric Dickerson from SMU, and I think he got two. As our Caucasian cousin said, what he said, trans A&M.
Trans A&M.
Yeah, I ain't never heard nobody say trans A&M, but
that's how you know he got that bread.
Shout out to
Yes, sir.
We
Big check.
talking about trans.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay Will,
Shout out to
to
Eric
put that in,
Dixon. Shout out to Eric
Jay
Dixon.
Will, to put that in perspective before NIL, that's like a player from Alabama who from the hood of Montgomery driving around in a brand new Challenger, fully loaded.
Yeah, no question. That was the real deal, though, boy.
Shout out to Auburn. Shout out to Auburn. The players
For what?
from Auburn, they used to go in Victory Land and just put their card in. They put their card in their slot. They sit there and hit it twice, and leave for about $5,000. About $5,000. Yeah, that's how they used to get down. But
I need to befriend one of them.
Hey, it's funny y'all say that. Actually, I was selling a car to somebody. He actually played for Nick Saban. He was a linebacker, Jimmy John, I think.
Played quarterback in Mississippi.
Yep. So he told me he played linebacker. He said they used to when the not sponsors, what they call
boosters.
Yeah, the boosters. He told me.
Hey, you want on here? You want? Hey, what you finna say?
We'll talk about it after. He told me the boosters was very, very generous. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
always
get his number, but no, we don't want to hear nothing he got to say. Shout out to Jim. He's suspended and everything on the program. Yeah, shout out to him. But look, so we talking about
since we on the subject of Auburn. A partner of mine at JD that I ran track with, Orlando Parker. He went to Auburn. There was a period of time he didn't have a car, and when he declared for Auburn, a brand new car showed up. That's my story. I'm sticking with.
What happened was his mama had played at the casino she wanted.
Oh, one of the casinos in Montgomery back then.
She went to Georgia and played.
She came to Vicksburg.
Georgia got casino.
Vicksburg got a bunch.
Auburn do take everything out of Georgia. Alabama was taking everything out of Georgia by that time. But look, we talked about OJ and how he transformed to the movie scenes and car commercials and things of that nature. So we want to talk about old school players. Some of us didn't get the assignment, and we might have some newer players. But we were supposed to talk about top pre-millennial, but I said pre-2000 because I know some people might not understand what millennial is. But top 5 pre-2000 players that would have capitalized from the NIL. But if you have somebody after that, because it's easier when you when they're more recent. But if you have somebody after that, that's fine. Just let that be known. Who want to go first?
Let me go first.
Okay.
Man, first off, y'all did it before 2000s. Your boy had to go to YouTube, get on Google. But a lot of these players, I knew a little bit of them. So obviously we knew my top 5. You had to go Peyton Manning. You had to go Charles Woodson. Also got Barry Sanders, Eddie George, and Ricky Williams. Round out my top 5 probably biggest NIL deals. I knew what most of them were, except for a couple, but we good.
Jay Will.
The blind is leading the blind.
You took my whole list almost, but I did have some bad cuts in case you did that. Clutch, what you got, man?
I'm gonna go. Jamil Holiday for Oklahoma.
What?
Who?
I remember quarterback. He ain't win.
Quarterback.
He made it.
He kind of, he was wearing fur coats in college on the sidelines, So I mean, I think he would have, because he was the best option quarterback ever in Division I football. Anything you want to say about that, Trigger Man?
You ain't got no stats on him, I tell you that.
No, ain't no stats. But let me finish. Okay.
Yeah, give him clip worthy so I can clip. Because
you mentioned his name, and most of the people didn't even know who he was. So you
Yeah, mention him again in that order. So, case I had to.
Tommy Frazier eclipsed him. In my
Hey,
opinion, he did.
I didn't ask you yours. I didn't ask you nothing about Tommy Frazier.
You don't even know who that
Just like a
is.
Steelers fan.
You don't even know what it is. Go ahead and give it to me.
Ricky
Williams
is on my list.
Hit that button.
Ricky Williams on my on that list. Yeah, no Diddy. Joe, you know who Homer Jordan was?
I know the name, but I can't tell you nothing about him.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Clutch?
I don't think you do.
I got a question.
Say them in an order so that I can clip and we can put it as a story because it sounds like it's gonna be crazy. So I need it in the order, but you can say it in the order and then you can go back and talk about it. But I want to be able to put that order out for people to be like, hey, yo, what are they smoking over there or whatever. But yeah, give me your top 5, Clutch, and then you talk about it.
Okay, well, Jamil Holiday, Ricky Williams, Homer Jordan, Deion Sanders. Don't laugh at me on this one, man. Please don't laugh at me. Please don't laugh at me.
You must be nervous.
Who is that?
Earl Campbell, baby. Earl Campbell for Texas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, y'all,
man, we can't see.
Earl Campbell, baby. That's why I wore the jersey.
Damn, I wish I had money like that.
Man, I know three of your players.
I wish I had money like that. I wish I had money like that. We're gonna talk about Hakeem Olajuwon today. We're gonna talk about Broadway Joe, and I just buzz up in the fur coat up in here like
Hey,
and when did Earl Campbell play?
Texas.
Where?
In the 80s?
I said what year? What year?
Oh, at Texas?
Oh, I got it right
be
there.
probably late 70s, 78, 79, I'm thinking, but don't quote me on
that. It was
It wasn't really matter.
I said it don't matter. I didn't mean to interrupt the flow. My bad.
Yeah. So I think I know three or four players off his list. Joe, you had something to say about the man first pick?
What was the first pick again?
Jamel Holloway, Oklahoma.
I loved him, but I don't think he would have busted the NIL wide open. I don't think he would have made no big time money. The offense is not a very attractive offense, even though at that time a lot of teams was running the wishbone and whatnot. But historians of the game would know who he is, but he wouldn't be big to the whole world.
He won a championship in '85 with Oklahoma. He did it. He did his thing. Look at the highlights. Go look at his highlights.
A lot of people won championship. That Tommy Frazier.
Joe, give me your list, Joe. Well, can you keep naming players? You keep naming players. Now name ladies and gentlemen, Trigger Man Joe will name his top 5 players before the year 2000 that would have benefited a lot from NIL. Go, Trigger Man Joe.
Now, Jay Will, he hit a lot of mine, so I had to change on the fly. One of them is questionable. Is Reggie Bush pre-2000?
We'll take it. Pause.
06.
I think he is.
06.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, you are right. You are right.
But I got Michael Vick.
Okay. 2002.
Michael Vick, yeah.
Well, I got Barry Sanders. Like 38 records or something like some crazy number. Prime time Deion Sanders. I switched to the defensive side as everybody was mentioning offense. Derek Thomas. He's a record machine at Alabama. Broke the sacks record. Reggie White. One more. Oh, Tony Dorsett. Now, you mentioned that earlier. Tony Dorsett was phenomenal in college.
At Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, when that's a great list, and but we don't have to
43 at 40 years old.
Yeah, we don't have to change it if somebody else, because the purpose, one of the good purposes of the list is, dog, everybody got such and such on their list, so he, you know what I'm saying, he must have been that. So yeah.
Well, there's a scripture in my Bible that I can't copycat light skinned people because there's a great chance I might not make it into heaven. So I ain't taking no chance.
Well, on the list. Well, next time on the list, we'll let you go first, since you were first to do everything in this group.
Whoa!
You was first to get the driver's license. You were first to drink Similac. You would.
Hey man, I'm just trying to figure things out.
That's a great list. What you got, unpredictable?
This is what I've been looking for.
See, with the NIL, I think what gets lost in this, except for Jay Will, because we understand you had to do some research, but we watched it.
He hit some mean ones.
Yeah. Part of the NIL is you got to have that charisma. You got to be able to sell yourself. And I think that's where they fell short. My list is, first of all, I had Deion Sanders. He was number one because he was a showman. He came for the show. I want to say he may have been the first to actually create his own character on the football field. Second, Michael Irvin. Just flashy. The playmaker. Yeah. So I think he was just flashy. The next one I have, I don't know how y'all missed this one. Born and raised, Bo Jackson, because Bo knows everything. All right.
Phenomenal.
And to see, let's put it like this: he could have made money off football and baseball. Just think about, and I tried it one time thinking it was he cracking a bat over my leg. That's probably why my knee ain't good today from a long time ago. But just to be able to walk the wall and run just the speed that he had at his size was just like unbelievable. Just like LeBron still doing 360 dunks backwards at 39.
and look at Bowl, the Techno Bowl.
Yes. Now, my next
one.
Know
what Techno Bowl is.
Oh, they forgot about that one when he used to break every tackle. You had to slide on him.
Gone. Forget about
it.
You can't stop him.
As an educator, I know y'all heard me say, no, time out. I know y'all heard me say, name them 5 and then go back and talk about it so that I can get it clip fast.
Oh, I was just going through. Now, the next person, Brian Bosworth. He wasn't great like that, but guess what? He brought in money.
He did.
Now, I'm gonna say this. My last one, it was a toss between Randy Moss and Marcus Dupree. I'm gonna have to go with Moss. Wasn't much of a talker back then. He was just kind of laid back like he was Coolio. So I'm gonna go with Marcus Dupree.
Ooh, running back out of North Carolina.
Yeah, bad boy.
Mississippi, I think.
North Carolina though, right then?
No, he played at Oklahoma with Barry Switzer. I think in '82. Yeah, he was Herschel. Well, no, I take that back. Herschel came first.
Yeah, he was a bad boy.
Players that we didn't name.
He was a monster.
Now, can y'all comment on? Do y'all want to comment on his top 5? We'll read the top 5, then we comment.
Oh man.
My bad, man.
Why you got to write at the bottom of the screen so I can see it on the projection screen?
I'm gonna write something else on there for you.
Write it in, homeboy. Don't give up from the west side now.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with unpredictable list. I love his list because I forgot about Bo Jackson totally.
No, that's my first. That was my first player on the list, and he really.
Your reaction. You're an Alabama fan, but that's your first person on the list.
Hey,
I'm ashamed of yourself.
Man, hey,
you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
It is what it is. He was going to Bama. They screwed it up. He going to Bama.
Yeah,
you know who?
That's exactly right.
You know who was close on my list? George Teague.
Shout out to Reese Paul.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I was a Miami fan back in the late 80s, early 90s. And I remember going, because they used to have a little banquet for the Sugar Bowl. I remember going, meeting the players, the linebackers. So I got all the autographs. I didn't like Bama then. It was something about Bama I just didn't like. I still don't. But I just remember looking at those receivers and saying, and watching them in practice and like just to see how fast they are. And I just knew they would go blow out Bama. But when I want to say Hill caught out and George Teague at his size came got him.
Yes, he did.
That changed. That was the game.
What grade your son in to play basketball? Unpredictable.
He's a senior.
He's a senior.
Taking all my money.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your list, Gino?
Because y'all keep naming players. Who did that?
Well, Slay, you my son, so I mean, we should think alike.
Is Joe still on the screen?
I'm coming back, sir.
Oh, I can't tell. I can't tell.
I like that one.
You write your own material.
No, you know who I got that from?
Like his daddy.
No, like, yeah.
Man,
you know who
come on with your top 5, man.
Y'all, the name half of them. Listen.
Oh, now we done
my top 5. Hold on, I'm coming to do how I asked it to be done, so it could be triple.
Y'all be quiet.
Yeah. Welcome in to the Eugene's top 5 players pre-2000.
Keith Sweat.
2000. All right, this is my list for the top 5 players before the year 2000 that would have capitalized from NIL. I have Bo Jackson. I have Herschel Walker, Peyton Manning, Prime Time, and I had Ricky Williams, Eric Dickerson, but I'm gonna go with Charles Woodson. But yeah, that's my top 5.
Shit, that was 7.
No. Cause y'all done named half of them. I went last. But I'm all right. Bo Jackson got to be in there. Prime Time. Ricky Williams, Tommy Frazier, and Charles Woodson. Yeah. Shout out to LaDainian Thompson though.
Hey,
I think he graduated in 2000.
It's the person I think we missed on that list the most. If we had to reflect back, and I just thought about it. I don't know how we missed Desmond Howard.
Woo!
He was the original.
I picked Charles Woodson over Desmond Howard.
Okay. Because I think he was the first one to actually do that Heisman polls and just kind of like took it by storm. I think he's more known for that than anything else.
Yeah, and shout out to Desmond Howard. He got a sponsor with Beijing. Shout out. Allegedly.
That's why your head look like shaved monkey nut.
Hey, you know what I factored into this list though? I'll be the first. I thought about personalities, and the names were great. Everybody had a great list to me, but I think when you talk about the names, but like somebody like Barry Sanders, probably hands down the greatest running back ever. But I don't know if he was a salesman. I don't know if he was that. He didn't. Some people just don't. When you say NIL, you got to have that mouthpiece for somebody to go out there once you get on that field.
But I think his game did enough talking that he ain't got to say a word.
I don't know.
I don't agree.
It's like Tim Duncan. Arguably, he's the greatest power forward, but he ain't selling no products. Because you got to think about this.
He had the great first season with Oklahoma State, and then he go into the portal. You think people ain't gonna come get him?
Yeah, but you got to think about this with the NIL deal. This is when Jordan is blowing up. So we saying pre-2000. This is the logo starting to come out. That's when you starting to see athletes being marketed and having personalities. Bird, Magic. It wasn't so much.
Would have whispered in his ear, "Okay, I know you don't like to talk. I know you don't like to do this, but hey, let's go get this bread." And I think because he's been doing interviews for the last couple of years, you can see he has a personality. been doing the Heisman Trophy commercials and stuff. But he just was a,
Yeah. So was
didn't
prime
even
time on
care about
everybody's
records.
Was prime time on everybody's list?
David didn't mention it. He went to Florida State. And he mentioned
I did mention him. I didn't say.
did.
I said Deion Sanders.
I didn't hear
I didn't
that.
say him. That was me. I didn't say him.
Yeah, I said Deion Sanders.
You said Homer Jordan. You said
Ricky
quarterback
Williams,
from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Jamel
But see,
Holloway.
that's like Joe. You said Brian Bosworth was garbage, and I agree with you. But he sold himself into being the number one pick overall.
He was the one overall pick.
I think so. Either that in that compensation draft or something. Yeah.
He was very high. Yeah, but he sold himself, no question. No question.
But Bo Jackson ran his ass over.
Man, I don't want y'all to laugh
Monday
at me,
night.
but I have no idea who y'all talking about right now.
You don't know Bo Jackson?
The Boz?
I know Bo Jackson. Yeah, who's Boz? Who's that?
Brian Bosworth, Oklahoma linebacker. Yeah, he played for Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Had a mohawk and colors in his hair and wild man. Just
he was the
he got
great
suspended
white
for
hope.
using. He got suspended for using drugs too.
He was.
He got caught. He got caught with drugs, and they ain't catch. Well, never mind. He was like the Travis Kelce at linebacker back then.
Yeah, AJ Hawk type. It's just
Okay. I got you. Yeah. He was like Birdman used to play for Denver County.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
To a higher regard though. Bigger team.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so who y'all think really had the best top five?
I like all of them.
I think so. I think I had the best though.
I can tell you who had the worst.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Who?
My boy Clutch. And
I try to set him up for greatness. I'm pretty old school.
Hey, you know who? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that Jay Will had the best only because he actually went in and did some homework as he wasn't there to see it, and the names that he pulled out was top notch.
Some killers there. I agree. He went first.
I still got some more. I'm shocked y'all ain't say Marshall Falk. Obviously, I know who he was, but
what college he played at?
I didn't. He played at San Diego State, I believe.
Where he from?
New
Orleans, baby.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I know who he was because I saw him playing in the NFL because of Madden.
Oh,
bad boy. Ran for like 154 yards on the Miami Hurricane when they played against them.
And he played.
And I had my partner who watched the show told me to say something about Doug Flutie.
What's his name?
Big thing.
Boston College, yeah.
Steph.
Big thing. He didn't talk a lot, but he was a big thing.
Yeah, I think I spoke to him in the Facebook group. Shout out to the Facebook group. Join the Set Your Lineup Facebook group so we can talk with you all. And if you don't like something you hear on here, you can directly put these jokers on blast.
Please do. I invite you to. Please.
Yeah. So shout out, subscribe, like, and share this. But subscribe.
At first, I had my top five, but I thought it was like anytime. And my top five was every Nick Saban team that won a championship. All five of them was the best NIL deals. Because they had NIL for the team before NIL was already out there.
Well, he coached at LSU, so if you ain't think he was doing it at LSU first.
He didn't.
Okay, man.
At LSU, we promised a great education and an opportunity to play pro.
From trash to class.
No, they was a little bit above average.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how did he do that? Come on, man.
He was the same Orgeron. You said
you ain't gonna tell me that if we had the same girlfriend, but you had her first, that she learned something new. No, she was doing that then, and she brought it in. So we both know what she do. So
we didn't have top-notch athletes like that. We didn't have number one recruiting classes for 8 years in a row.
Okay. Now you're getting out of line. Speaking of
no Diddy.
Man, my guy just ain't come back in. Somebody tell him because I'm gonna see if he can get somebody to text him or something, huh?
Hey, I told him I had an extra cell phone. He could use it for the internet service.
Yeah, extra cell phone. Yeah, shout out to Ty Wood. Ty Wood play today. I'm an extra cell
Shit,
phone.
man,
Man.
he had a
He
triple
needed a
bogey
miracle.
on. Yeah, he needed a miracle. He had a triple bogey on one hole.
Okay.
Maybe he should have did something that he said he was refraining. He was better at it when he was doing that.
Yeah. Jay Will was Jay Will was talking about last week. Ty Woods abstaining. He was going to abstain until the Masters over. So maybe.
Yeah, I saw. I watched the podcast. I saw.
Yeah. So maybe he's trying to get out there. Maybe he's trying to get out there as soon as possible, so he can go handle his business. I don't know. But since we were talking about everybody did have great lists on the NILs, but we're talking more top fives because we had a patron of the show that sent something that he wanted us to talk about, ranking the top 5 college football teams of the playoff era. So seeing as though we're going into 12 teams this year in the playoffs. So the playoffs have been for the past 10 years four teams.
Well, my list all screwed up.
So now it's changing. So 4 teams out of the past 10 years, 400 years. I mean, 40 teams.
400 years.
Yeah, Sims had got when he started talking about OJ, got me fired up with Black Panther meeting to go to the mark. Not last 400 years, but it's 40 teams we're choosing from. So I'm gonna share this list that was on somebody's site. Shout out to them. It said ranking all 40 teams in college football playoff history. It has it's blurred. It has that can't be right. Oh yeah, it has 2019 LSU at number 1, 2020 Alabama number 2, 2022 Georgia at number 3, 2018 Clemson at number 4, 2021 Georgia at number 5, 2023 Michigan at number 8, 2017 Alabama at number 7, 2016 Clemson at number 8, 2014 Ohio State at number 9, and 2015 Alabama at number 10 of the best college football era teams. Anybody want to go first?
LSU, baby, number 1.
Let me correct you on that. After you posted that chat room, let's do the top 5 greatest champions of all time. Somebody gave a thumbs up. Jay Will said, I like that. That's what I did mine on, so I'm going to have to exclude myself from this conversation.
No, I mean,
can I go first?
Yeah, go first, because I'm
going to go first. I said it.
I had to go back and double check. Man. I knew I was right.
No.
Go back
my top 5 at number 5 was the Clemson of 2018. That's when they had Sunshine debuting as the starting quarterback. And Dabo Swinney did something that was unpopular, took the starter that led them to maybe 20-1 record, sound like Alabama, and put Sunshine in, which I was against, but it showed in better judgment that was the right move. At number 4, I have Georgia of 2022. That was where Kirby established himself as an elite coach and kind of removed himself under Saban's shadow. 2003, I have the Ohio State. Number 3, Ohio State of 2015. It was the introduction of Zeke. And I don't think Alabama fans need no reminder on that one. At number 2, I have Clemson in 2016. I think one of the best college games that I've seen back and forth. But for Deshaun Watson to go the length of the field against the number 1 ranked defense in Alabama with all those NFL caliber starting players, and to go down there and have the game-winning touchdown and dethrone the champs, I think it speaks volume. And number one, I have LSU in 2019, who beat every team imaginable, and none of them was close.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby.
Now, I'm glad you said that.
Blitz, baby. Blitz.
CJ Will?
Did I overhear? Did I not hear right? Did you
Say,
have Alabama?
AJ Will.
Did you have Alabama listed in any of your top 5?
No, because it goes back to the last segment we talked about. Jay Will.
Did like 4 of your teams beat Alabama in the championship that you listed?
I just know they was champions. That's why they made the list, because they beat them. Now, I'm gonna go back to this, Jay Will. We was just talking about NIL deals. Alabama won it in 2015, 17, and 20. The reason why I couldn't put Alabama, because they had NIL deals before it was legal. And I said a long time ago, Alabama got the best players money can buy. And that we called them professional. So they were not a college team. They were a professional team because they was getting paid. They had
everybody was getting paid for NIL.
Not like Bama.
Shout out to the year they beat LSU. They lost 6-3 to LSU. Then went to New Orleans. Went to the that trash compact, the Superdome, the Little Caesar Superdome, and LSU couldn't get past that 50.
Boy, I won a lot of money. A
lot of money. A lot.
Shout out to Ohio State, because speaking of 50, Zeke had that on his first carry.
Brian Denny West. We own y'all in New Orleans, man. And you had the audacity not to put. We'll be able to clip it. We'll let the fans talk to you, cause that's insane. You had a good list, but it didn't have.
Well, tell me the marquee win that stood out each one of those years that they won. Who was the team you was like, man, that was a great team? Notre Dame the next year?
I was supposed to. I thought I saved that video.
Georgia, when Tua threw that touchdown.
Hold on.
They switched quarterbacks at halftime, and switched quarterbacks at halftime. That's
took Jalen Hurts out. Yeah, took Jalen Hurts out. Put in. Yeah.
But do we think that he was elite? I don't think Georgia was elite then.
Hey, check this out. I forgot to say this video. I forgot to say this video last night, but I'm gonna let you hear it about who is it? Justin Jefferson saying 2019 LSU was the best team ever. So let me see, y'all.
Would you say that your national title winning squad was the best or one of the best CFP teams ever?
I would say it's the best to ever play college football. To say what we have done, all of the different awards, accolades that we have accomplished, going undefeated, us beat Bama,
Come on! Us beating Bama?
Yeah, because they beat a professional team.
Us beat Bama, make them the best college football team. Come on, man. Y'all,
hey, that's like UConn beating the Lakers. They go acknowledge them. They pros.
We're not y'all rivals, bro. Y'all Missouri or something, bro.
Y'all are pros.
Before the season started at the quarterback club up in Birmingham, Joe Burrow said before a ball was even snapped in the regular season, man, we're going to beat everybody by double digits. Went out there and did it.
What he did a year before. Nobody knew Joe Burrow.
I ain't talking about
he get hurt ever since. Man, whatever, man.
And he couldn't do nothing. Y'all had professionals. He ain't supposed to win.
Well, 2019. Lord, hold on, because I got your card there,
man
buddy.
Said we're gonna beat everybody by double digits. And when they played in Tuscaloosa, Alabama was a 6 or 7 point favorite. At the end of the first quarter, I knew it was over. I went outside and started cutting my grass. My neighbors, I thought you was the Bama fan. The game on, you ain't gonna watch the game. I said, oh, the game is already over.
They were doing a giddy after the first play.
True story.
Get one out of 2019.
My eyes don't lie to you. The eyeball test, man. The eyeball test.
Okay, on that team, you had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. In the NIL wasn't accurate then.
They wasn't highly ranked.
And
we talking about the money. We talking about the money. Terrence Marshall.
Didn't they have that quarterback greedy too on that team?
Patrick Queen.
Filler, baby. Linebacker, inside linebacker.
Joe Burrow.
Devin White on that team?
Who?
No, he left. He left.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean,
played in the slot.
You don't think Derek Stingley Jr. You don't think somebody would get paid then?
No.
Went on oh, come on, cuz.
All right, watch this. Say the names again.
No, nigga.
Because they will. I'm from New Orleans. See, when Bama get the Surtans, they were 5 stars. They was already elite. The Jerry Judys, the Ruggs. Watch this. Go through that list again. Give me the name.
So you're saying LSU developed?
Yeah, you don't know.
That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Go ahead. Watch this. Joe Burrow, a reject from Ohio State. Jefferson, a 2-star receiver that got a scholarship after the summer. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We only got him because Cam Akers, and it was another top running back. We thought we was getting one of them. The boy from Clemson, who from Louisiana. We thought we was getting them.
Was it ETN?
Yeah. And then we wind up with him because we needed a running back. So he was the last result. These wasn't top-notch players. We was coming out of high school. Chase was so elite. He was a 4-star, but guess what happened? He got overshadowed because we wanted Surtain.
What happened after the championship game in 2000?
We started celebrating.
How? How do we celebrate?
By smoking cigars like Bama.
And doing what? Which our prom queen was in there doing?
Passing out money.
And you saw them looking at him like, you crazy, and gave it back.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We give it back. Yeah.
Hey, Jay Will, I live in Montgomery. I coach some of these young people out here.
Sims,
these people, they had families and little poodles taking pictures with white suits on and stuff.
Would you give it back, Sims?
What I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, on camera.
Shut up.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. Shout out to Sims giving it
no
back.
Diddy.
Giving it back off camera. Shout out to Uncle Diddy for giving it back off camera.
They all skeet.
Whoa.
No Diddy.
Had your list. But let me get Clutch. Who you got?
Man, I ain't got nothing for y'all, man.
Okay.
The only thing I got is LSU 2019 and Florida State 2013.
That's a great list.
Florida State was not in the playoffs, my good sir.
I'm about to say that. Yeah, they didn't have the playoffs.
Yeah,
I didn't hear Bama, so it was great.
But I gave y'all a list to look at. Where the man had he didn't have Bama. Well, they had Alabama written. But
I'll go next then.
We run out of time, so let's what you got, Jay Will?
Man, I'm gonna be the first one to admit I read my homeboy Steph. Shout out to Steph again. He sent the list. I read the list wrong. I thought we was ranking top 5 college teams who won a championship all time.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I posted.
Because I did the research.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
So I'm gonna go and tell you my list on that. 5. I had the 2008 Florida Gators. A bunch of that talent went to the NFL. I had at 4. I had 2005 Texas Longhorns. Vince Young, one of the greatest college championship games. I had 2018 Clemson Tigers. I think Sims had that on his list. He pretty much said the same reason I did. They emulated Bama, Nick Saban. Number 2, I had 2019 LSU. 30 players going into the league. Like y'all said, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. Number 1, I did have 17 Bama, who won the championship. 47 total players went on to play in the league. So that's my list, my top 5. I know unpredictable. I ain't gonna agree with Bama being number 1, but
I mean, on my list, I had that what is it, 89 Miami team, or 87, 89 Miami team. They had all them people go to the draft.
I told somebody between you and Trigger Man, y'all was gonna go back past the 80s. I told somebody that before we went.
I ain't go past the 80s.
Go ahead. 89 Miami.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, y'all. We good.
No. I want to hear your list.
Oh, okay. I got the 89.
You must go on farther back, like the 60s or something.
Man, this man go past the 60s. I'm
89,
enough. I'm lying.
89 Hurricanes. I got 97 Huskies, Nebraska Huskies. I have 2017 Bama. I have LSU and Clemson. Yeah, that's it.
You got 2019 LSU?
Yeah.
And 18 Clemson?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good that's a good list. Hey, shout out to old school. When we do old school, young school joke, we are having fun because I've learned a lot from these gentlemen.
Whatever, man.
Hey,
I'm trying to be transparent.
Hey, Jay Will and Clutch. Oh, I'll wait till Joe go. I'll wait till Joe go.
I'm trying to be transparent with the audience.
I can
I've
tell.
learned a lot from these gentlemen, and I have really studied more so I could try to impress. So but Trigger Man Joe, I can't impress. I can't win enough fantasy championships. He like shout out to Cornfield.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no.
Diddy, no Diddy, bro.
Hey, hey, Joe, are you going before I comment? Because I made.
Like if it's top 5 greatest team, I can't do the.
That's what I did, bro. Go for it.
Yeah. All right, this is what I got. Number 5, Nebraska.
I can't hear y'all.
You can hear me? Nebraska in
94. 94. I knew it.
Start over for me. I'm sorry. I hit the mute, but I mean the sound button. I ain't know where
you flowers to the old school, but you're gonna hit the mute button when I start talking. What a coincidence! Who knew?
Go ahead, run it back from pause.
Number 5, Nebraska beat. Whoa. It was 1 versus 2. Steve Spurrier was the coach of the Florida Gators. Beat them 62-24. It was I think the number 1 versus 2. I think it was the biggest margin of victory ever. Second, and Nebraska team won 94, 95, and 97. And 93, they played Charlie Ward, FSU, and they missed the field goal at the end, so they could have won 3 in a row. All right, number 4, 2004 USC. Reggie Bush them beat Oklahoma 55-19, no contest. Number 3, 92 Bama. Collided down there in New Orleans. They was about to fight downtown before the game and everything. And Miami, what was the quarterback that had just won the Heisman?
Testaverde.
No, it wasn't Testaverde. That was
Gino Toretto. Gino Toretto.
That's who it was. Gino Toretto. And then Tim mentioned about how George T walked down Lamar Smith, one of the fastest guys from Miami. But Alabama won the game 34-8. There was one guy in the polls all year from Arizona that said Alabama was the best team that year, and he proved to be right. Number 2, the 2019 LSU Tigers. And, Tim said enough about that, so I ain't going to just repeat what he said. Number 1, the 2001 Miami Hurricanes. They had 38 people from that team to be drafted, the likes of Porters, Willis McGahee, Gore, Andre Johnson, Ed Reed, Kellen Winslow, and they had a bum as a quarterback, Ken Dorsey, and they still wreck shop. I think they won 37-14.
He's a bum.
I approve this message.
That was a great list. That's the first college football game I remember.
Really?
1992, I was what, 6?
I was in the Marine Corps. I won so much money off that game.
Man,
hoorah! Shout out to the Marine Corps. Hoorah, devil.
I think Miami was favored by 8.
Thank y'all for y'all service, fellas.
Yeah, appreciate it, dog.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we ran outside up. We was at my grandma's house, me and my cousin out at night. like we was in the country though, so when nobody out there, we was out there hollering and everything. Pause.
And
I
then
remember
Miami was dominant back in those days. I think they had like a 58 game home winning streak. Nobody came down to the OB and beat the Miami Hurricanes. As a matter of fact, Luke Skywalker used to put out on the other team's best players.
Yeah, shout out
the Rocket.
Shout out to our Miami guy. He's not here. I don't know where he went. But
speaking of, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just speaking of winning streaks. What college has the record for the longest winning streak? All time.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Yeah, you was right. You should have let me go. You was right. I gotta listen to you when you talk. I want to answer this. It gotta be USC.
Nope.
Or I meant to say it Purdue or Harvard or something. One of them schools I had applied to. Yeah.
Oklahoma. You gotta
Is he froze?
Like you
he would have had the answer.
Get up, Craig. Hey, Craig. Is he froze?
I think he is froze.
Hey, no way
that pose that long.
Hey, he's practicing his mind class.
He done overheated like a 72 Chevy Cavalier with a drop top. Yo, my man.
But answer his question. I'm looking.
He used too much brain power, man. Oklahoma, yeah, Joe got it right.
Oh yeah, I'm great, man.
Man, from 1953 to 1957. That's 47 in a row.
Yeah,
I thought Oklahoma or Nebraska. I thought it was no Oklahoma.
All right, my list. At number 5, I have the 2017 Crimson Tide, and hold on, let me get my guy back here. He unfroze now.
He unfroze.
There you go. There you go.
Welcome back.
It was Oklahoma. All this had got it right. I had said it first, but then Joe said something. But my number 5 of my top 5 college football playoff.
Let me guess. 2017 Bama.
Yes. It's so smart. Like I didn't. And then I had them followed by 2018 Clemson. And a team nobody mentioned, and I'm going to come back to this, but I know how to, go ahead and say all 5 together so I can clip it and use it as a short. So 2017 Bama, 2018 Clemson, and 2020 Alabama Crimson Tide.
Who they beat?
And then I have 2019 LSU, and I have 2022 Georgia Bulldogs.
At one?
Who they played?
Were you there? Were you there in 2022? You tell me.
I'm trying to see, man. You pick these teams. You should know who they played. You should know the score of the game.
You should know.
My homework.
I mean, what problem? Yeah, you did a whole nother project.
But I'm saying, even if I would have did that project, I wouldn't have that at number 1. Though.
Why not? You talking about who they played? Hold on. I mean, talk about it. Talk about why I had. Talk about. Did you see anyone you like?
2017, can't do it. Hey, Jay Will.
That's part. Talk to me.
Listen, we know every year Michigan and Ohio State cancel each other out pretty much, right?
I agree.
So even LSU and Bama has been dominant lately. I give it no arguments there. But here's the problem with the 2000. Here's the problem with the 2017 Bama team. Even when he said the 2011, you didn't win your division. You didn't even play for your conference championship. How the hell you skipped the line to go to the playoffs?
We beat
so my thing is, no, I know that part, but here's the thing. You were supposed to play Georgia. If that's the case, you should have played Georgia in the SEC championship. So that means that they give you you did better playing a SWAC check. You did it better playing SWAC teams to just make the playoffs. I can't give nobody who cheat. I can't give nobody who cheat the line.
Listen,
man, when I
you
put
can say we weren't supposed to be there the year we beat the brakes off of LSU in New Orleans.
You wasn't.
Once you there,
you
you
wasn't.
There.
No, I don't blame I don't put nothing on Saban and the players that play. All due respect to those guys, they whooped out. You know what? But how do you skip the line? That's what I keep on figuring out.
Who
Georgia
played in 2022?
What?
Who Georgia played in 2022? You still searching?
In 2022, they played TCU and beat them 65.
Wow!
They beat them 65-7, and we're
eating.
We're eating.
Plus, everybody know TCU
eating wings on the sideline.
Come on, and you put that
Georgia
number
was like number one the whole year. Georgia was like number one the whole year. Okay, I had.
You gonna pick that?
I had 2017 Bama. 2017 Bama beat Georgia in overtime. In Atlanta, we'll come to your house and beat you. Oh, that's crazy.
That could have been number one.
No Diddy. Hey, no Diddy.
Just like we went to New Orleans and beat LSU. Okay, I had 2018 Clemson.
Okay. They beat Bama, right? No.
Beat the brakes off of Alabama in California, 44-16.
I can see that one. Not that 2022 though.
I have 2020 Bama.
Who they beat?
Beat Ohio State 52-24 in Miami.
Woo.
And played an all SEC schedule. Like people try to play that 2020 Bama team, like they try to play the Brun and the bubble type. Oh, it was a weird year or whatever, but
everybody went through the same problem.
Yep, Alabama, and they played an all SEC schedule, and people like to say the SEC is the best conference in college football, so that's why they are my number 3. 2019 LSU, I don't really think that has to be explained.
Yeah.
They beat Clemson 42-25. So in
Joe Burrow right before halftime.
Oh
man, they got a shot.
Yeah, they played them in the Superdome that year. So we need to stop having till they rebuild that dump. We need to stop having big games. I mean, have them in Atlanta, man, at a nice real Mercedes-Benz stage. We made them change their name.
You would say something like that.
Listen, Miami, Florida, y'all stadium ain't even on the campus. It's crazy. Listen, okay. And my number 1 team was 2022 Georgia.
TCU.
They were there, and they beat somebody. So what? So
TCU,
they don't make.
They got it. No,
man.
Okay, man. Come on, man. Georgia brought in their 3rd string, and they still was smoking them.
Look, N'Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis, George Pickens. I mean, they had a squad. Jermaine Burton was 13 wide receiver.
Garbage though.
They half of the team.
They beat Michigan because Michigan. I can't even explain how they played that day, but come on, man. Everybody knew that was a cooker.
Well, I was only picking from 40 teams. I didn't have Oblivion to pick like you did.
So now
shout out to my boy Gino. He the only one did his homework right.
But look, Georgia beat Clemson. They beat number 3 Clemson the first Labor Day. They beat them 10-3. UAB, South Carolina, Vanderbilt. They played number 8 Arkansas, beat them 37 Nathaniel. They played Auburn, number 18 Auburn, beat them 34-10. They played number 11 Kentucky, beat them 30-13.
Why you going through the whole roster?
We don't care.
I'm explaining why, and they lost to one of the best teams on earth. They lost to Alabama in the SEC championship and turned around and beat the number 2 Michigan.
We don't care.
Come on, man. I mean, but let's go. Who am I to boo-boo on your pick or your selection? I don't see how you can put that up top, but you know.
Look, we done recorded a career high of time, and
the first episode was career high.
No, this 2 hours. Yeah,
no.
Let me look at 2 hours.
No, we way over.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Hopefully, we got some clippable moments.
Clip it up.
Yeah, we had a great show. I'm gonna let Dr. Umar step in for D's picks, D's best bets, because
why do you need white man paperwork?
D is not here. D was here, but he's not here right now to give out his best picks, and that might be the best thing because
I take that back because I was looking forward to betting on everything opposite.
Get your money, man.
Facts. Clutch, give me a quote. Shout out to Clutch. Somebody inbox me about Clutch's quotes.
What is it?
This is a simple one this week. When you get tired, learn to rest, not quit.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Shout out to J. Cole.
Right now.
Shout out to J. Cole, man. Learn to rest, not quit.
What J. Cole did?
He quit.
He quit. He didn't want to smoke. He thought he did, but he didn't.
A winner never quit.
You could have said, if you're dirty, take a bath.
Hey, shout out Florida State.
You can duck danger, but you can't dodge death.
I hear you. Appreciate everybody checking in, man. Like, subscribe, go check out the Facebook page. I'm gonna looking for D app today. We're gonna find what happened to D. Did the bookie show up?
We're gonna start a GoFundMe account for D so that can help his internet fee.
Showed up for payment. They're like Otani manager had $19,000, 19,000 bets that equal up to like $18 million or whatever it was.
No, they did the Soldier Boy. Hey, they did the Soldier Boy on the internet. Now watch me, you cut that off.
Hey, that would happen like when you at a slumber party. You go to sleep first. Everybody put pickles on your nose. Pause.
Oh,
no Diddy.
Y'all be going to?
I know it. No Diddy.
Brown pickle.
No Diddy.
He called us old head, but he talking about some pickles in the face. No, what type of pickles you talking about?
Pause.
No pickles.
Hey, man, appreciate everybody checking in. Episode 5. Like, subscribe, so you'll see every new episode. Yeah.
Shout out OJ
next week.
Shout out OJ.
One time for